If I had to guess, Michael Jordan has to be the richest athlete ever. He made a lot of money in his playing career, but he made so much more through endorsements as well as good investments. And of course, Jordan Brand, estimated to be worth $1.5 billion. You know he's got to have some outlandish worldly possession. So let's take a look at 7 of the top things Michael Jordan owns. But before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe. I don't know why I keep having to tell y'all this, but I will do it as many times as required. Number 1, golf course. Jordan started golfing right before he left University of North Carolina to go to the NBA, after being introduced to it by his college roommate. After that, he became a big fan of golfing as a hobby. He golfs regularly with pros such as Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson, and he's such an enthusiast that he's been quoted as saying there's times he literally golfs from sunup to sundown. He also bought a house on a private golf course in West Palm Beach that was previously owned by legendary golfer Jack Nicklaus. In 2018, he opened a course in Florida called Grove 23. This property spans over 223 acres, and the property alone is worth $15 to $20 million. But a big cost for golf courses is maintenance. Even Michael Jordan can't avoid that. He pays $1.5 to $2 million every year to maintain the course and its landscaping. The main reason why he opened the course is to be able to golf with family, friends, pros, and pretty much anybody that's vouched for as being good at golf. When golfing on other courses, he would get annoyed by being held up by people that took a long time to golf. Jordan has been described as a person who was pretty impatient, so what better way to solve that than by just owning the course? Number 2, mansions. Based on it being MJ, I honestly thought he would have had something ridiculous like 16 houses or something. But it turns out he's a little bit more practical here. Only 4 mansions, actually. Even Michael Jordan knows that you can only live in one place at a time. So as I mentioned before, Jordan has a house in the Bear Clubs in Florida, a gated community where many high-profile celebrities live. Out of the 4, this is supposed to be his primary home, which being that it's in the middle of a golf course in Florida, kind of makes sense. The mansion is 27,000 square feet and features 11 bedrooms and 11.5 bathrooms. The house is worth at least $12 million from the land, plus the construction of the home itself. But with the furnishings included, he could have easily spent at least an extra $5 million on the house alone, bringing the value up to $20 million. Of course, Jordan has a home in his home state of North Carolina, Charlotte to be exact. Since he owns the Charlotte Hornets, it's a pretty good idea to have a house there, right? So he has a lakeside home in the Peninsula Club, about 20 miles from the Spectrum Center, where the Hornets play. This 12,000 square foot property features 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, plenty of waterside views, and wide open yard areas. And of course, he stays right next to the 7th hole of the golf course. Apparently, Jordan owns a home in Salt Lake City, Utah, but he refuses to give anybody anywhere. 1, as nice as Chicago is, it's not a hot destination for celebrities. It's in the middle of America, and the most popular cities have historically been on the coast. So when people are looking to spend that much money on a house, Chicago isn't normally where they're going to go. Second, the house features many personalized features specifically for Michael Jordan. Before you even get in the house, you see the number 23 on the gate. So as cool as that might be for a Michael Jordan fan, you might not want all of your house to allude to somebody that doesn't even live there. Finally, the home is pretty expensive. It initially was listed at $29 million, but then was knocked down to $23. And then when it wasn't sold at $23 million, it got listed for auction. After not meeting the reserve price for auction of $13 million, the house was listed again, but this time for $14 million. The seller of the house has also said whoever buys the home will receive a pair of every Air Jordan shoe, which I'm not sure how much that's gonna move the needle for a $14 million home purchase, but it's a nice touch nonetheless. Number 3, $50 million private jet. In 2015, Jordan bought a Gulfstream G4 private jet with the name designation of N23, like a rap song or something. And a lot of them are very limited. Number 7, shoes. So in another example of things I could easily make a video about on their own, Michael Jordan has a lot of Jordans. He owns the company, Jordan. He also has a bunch of current NBA players signed to Jordan. So even if he had only 1 pair of every shoe that's ever came out under the Jordan brand, I would guess his shoe collection costs at least $250,000 or more. And that's not even including those stupid cowboy boots he be wearing. Like, how you gonna wear cowboy boots and you got Jordans? You got Eric Jordan and you wear cowboy boots, man? Come on, man. Shit crazy. But there it is, ladies and gents. 7 items that Michael Jordan owns that are kinda ridiculous. If you thought that LeBron went crazy with some of the stuff he owns, Jordan literally takes it to another level. I am, however, interested to compare LeBron once he gets to be around the age MJ is now. I could definitely see him following in Jordan's footsteps with things such as owning teams and things of that nature. Who will be the next person that I take a look at to see what crazy ish they are willing to buy to stunt on a saw? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball. My bad, bro. I'm getting carried away, man. Look, check out my video when it drop. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'ma holler at y'all in a minute. Stay goated.